Caden Keplinger.
Nancy Caltabiano.
Robin Peterson.
Pam Peterson.
Richard Peterson.
All right, when we were children, we remember one of our biggest fears, going to the doctor to get a shot. This was never a fun occasion, and we would beg our parents not to make us go. As adults, we now understand that a shot might hurt for a few seconds, but the diseases they prevent can hurt a lot more. Today, with many hours of research and a strong standing on vaccinations, I will guide you to making the decision to vaccinate your children to minimize the spread of infectious disease. So vaccination is a growing problem here in the United States, and many parents are commonly misinformed on the subject. There are a multitude of myths that are connected with vaccinations that should concern families. The first myth that I want to talk to you about is that natural immunity is better than immunity through vaccination. Natural immunity occurs when a child becomes ill and must fight off the infection on their own. If they survive the infection, then they become immune to it. For example, in order to develop immunity to measles, a child must first contract it. However, measles has life-threatening conditions. So measles was originally thought to be eradicated completely from the US in the year 2000. In recent years, there have been outbreaks largely because of travelers visiting to other countries. They bring these infectious diseases back to the US, affecting those who are immunocompromised and pockets of unvaccinated communities. Before the measles vaccination in 1963, 3 to 4 million people contracted the measles each year in the US. Among the reported cases, 300 to 400 people died each year, 400,000 were hospitalized, and 1,000 developed encephalitis, which is the swelling of the brain from the measles. Widespread immunity due to vaccination is largely responsible for eradication of infectious disease and the elimination of diseases like polio and tetanus from much of the world. The second myth is that vaccines cause autism. This debate began in 1998 when a British researcher published a paper that the measles, mumps, rubella shot or vaccine had caused autism. One of the problems with this myth is that the lead researcher of the study was actually paid $500,000 to find a connection between autism and vaccines. The connection was thimerosal, an ingredient involved in vaccinations that contained mercury. This metal can be harmful to the liver and to the brain when ingested in high levels. Doctors use this ingredient to prevent the growth of bacteria and fungi in vaccinations. To see if this was true, researchers studied children who received vaccines that contained it, and then they did research on kids who received vaccines that didn't contain it. After 9 studies, they found no link. Myths are a leading problem in vaccine knowledge, but while doing research, you will find the true facts. Vaccinating your children will not only protect them from infectious disease, but protect those around them as well. The most logical way to solve this ongoing problem is to require vaccinations to attend public schools and child care facilities. In all 50 states, it is required to receive vaccinations in order to attend public and private schools. However, there are exceptions, such as medical exemptions and non-medical religious and philosophical beliefs. In some states, medical exemptions are easy to obtain. In other states, it's a little bit harder. This is where we find communities of people who don't want to vaccinate their kids in the places where it's easier to obtain a medical exemption. Medical exemptions in states with easy laws create issues for those who medically cannot receive vaccinations. However, kids with severe immunocompromised systems, like a child who has cancer, can be at great risk of disease that is spread. In 2015, California passed Senate Bill 277, eliminating non-medical vaccine exemptions for school entry. In the 2 school years after implementation of SB 277, the number of kindergarten students who have reported receiving all required vaccinations went from 92.8% in 2015 to 2016 to 95.1% in 2017 to 2018. If we stay on this track, vaccine preventable diseases like measles can be eradicated from the US like polio was. The best way you can solve this problem is by doing your own thorough research. Another way to solve this problem is by writing letters of concern to your local representatives. And you can also join immunization campaigns to learn more about the topic. Taking action for the health of your family and friends around you can save thousands of lives. By not vaccinating, you not only put your own children at risk, but you also put other families and children at risk. Vaccination is the most effective method of preventing infectious disease. In order to eradicate these diseases, we must vaccinate and research to fully understand our personal impact. You can help by not only vaccinating your own children, but also encouraging your community to do the same. I want to save future generations. How about you?